Hello beauties, and thank you for joining me on today's video. And as you can tell by the title, it is my birthday. Yes, your girl is 26, okay? Now, I didn't want to focus too much on my products and everything that I'm using. You can pretty much see that I didn't want to focus on that. I really just had a moment, and this year, being December, being at the end of this year, being, that 2017 is coming to a close. These last few weeks, actually this last past month, I've really just been reflecting on 2017 and all the things that happened, all the things that transpired, the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, the happy, the wonderful moments, This year, I can really say that it's been one of the best years of my life thus far. My little 26 or going on 26 years of being on this earth, 2017, as far as adulthood, have been so good to me, okay? I've accomplished so many things thus far, including coming on YouTube with ashy hands. But anyway, I can truly say that I've accomplished so many things this year. I can truly say that I have, made the best out of this year. I've gotten engaged, then I got married, then me and my husband moved into a house. If you haven't checked out my video that I did about moving from running a room to a 3-bedroom house, please go check that out. And then after you get done checking that out, make sure you like it, then come back to this video and click the subscribe button right under this video before it's all over, okay? Make sure you do that, simply because that is how you get blessed. Okay? But no, in all seriousness, I've accomplished so many things that I feel like in my past life, if I didn't allow God to groom me and allow him to really just grow me into being the woman that he has me to be, that it would either take so much longer for me to accomplish these things, or I probably just wouldn't even accomplish them. They probably wouldn't even be a thought or a dream or a goal. And just because I'm at the beginning stages of really accomplishing my dreams and becoming successful is basically the reason why I'm so ready for 2018. I'm not trying to get rid of 2017 or anything like that, but matter of fact, no buts. I'm not trying to get rid of 2017. I'm grateful for 2017, and I love all the things that I've accomplished thus far in 2017, and I'm just ready for the future, and I've never been so happy in my life for future things. And also a little bit terrified. Not really fearful, but just, you get scared of the unknown. You don't know what may happen in the future. You don't know what the future holds. You don't know what type of different trials and tribulations you might have to go through. But all in all, I'm still ready to see what happens, because I've been learning that, things that you go through, it's supposed to groom you. It's supposed to grow you. And that's what I've learned this year. Part of what I've learned this year. It's just been a year of lessons. It's been a year of growth. It's been a year of, detox, cleaning toxic people, toxic things out of my life. Not really me doing it, but God doing it. Because for real, I ain't had no choice. Like, once I told God, you know what, I'm done. I'm not going to try to figure these things out anymore. I'm not going to try to do it on my own anymore. You do it. Once I really just gave my life completely over to him, he's been doing things, and he's been moving so drastically and so miraculously, where it's kind of been mind-blowing. Not even kind of, it's been mind-blowing, because like I stated, a lot of the things that I've accomplished just in these 12 months, and I don't know if anyone else has noticed this, or if it's been like this for anyone else, but time has been moving so fast. It's not enough time in a day. It's not enough time in an hour, to get things done. You think you got time to do stuff, and then next thing you know, the sun done came up and went back down. So it just seemed like, it's not enough time to get things done. But when I go and I look back on and reflect on 2017, I can literally say that in this short amount of time, I've accomplished a lot of things. And I just thank God for everything, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't accomplish these things, and even through all the painful moments and everything like that, it's been really great. And you know what, like, when I look back over 2017, let me tell y'all something, okay? 2017, this year, and turning 26, I should say, being at this point in my life, it kind of reminds me of when I was in 9th grade. It kind of reminds me of the last leg of 2005. And I'm going to tell y'all why, alright? I'm gonna tell y'all why. I'm stopping through baggage trips. I'm gonna come back and tell y'all. I simply feel like that because when I was in ninth grade, okay, my beginning year of high school, I was 13 years old. I didn't know what to expect. I was just coming out of 8th grade, out of middle school, which was a whole nother, like, different way of life. Going into high school, which is a whole nother ball game. It's bigger people, it's badder people, freshman day, stuff like that, you know what I mean? I just didn't know what to expect, and a part of me was a little scared, but I wasn't about to go back into getting left back. I wasn't about to go, back to 8th grade or anything like that just because I was scared. No. I had one of my friends tell me that when you're walking into something new, or a new opportunity rather, that you can see is a great opportunity, it can be a little scary, but don't let the emotion of being scared stop you from doing it. Just do it scared. And that was literally like one of the best pieces of advice I got this year. A lot of people been dropping a lot of knowledge on me, on my husband and everything like that, and that was definitely one. So as I was stating about high school, I had to go into high school scared. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know whether I was going to be accepted. I didn't know how I was going to be accepted. I didn't know how high school worked. I just really heard stories from my peers and my friends who were older than me that were in high school, and telling me and my other friends, that were freshmen going into a new level, going into high school, their experiences. And that's all I had to go off of. And being a child, when people tell you their experiences, you just automatically think that you're going to go through the same thing. But, it's not. So when I got into high school, I had to find my own way. I didn't really have many of my friends from middle school, but the ones that I did have, eventually they went their own way, found a crowd that they fit into, and I had to be by myself. And when I look back on like the first day of high school, you pretty much are thrown out there. You got a little piece of paper, which is a roster, and you have to find your classrooms. When I was in 8th grade and in middle school, we pretty much all went to different classrooms together, as one class. Whatever my homeroom class was, when we went to our science class, we all went together. When we went to our math class, we all went together. History, all went together. And it's not like that in high school. When we got to high school, I had a roster and I had to find my way, my own way, and it really just forced me to grow. It forced me to step outside of my shell a little bit more, because then I had to ask for help. I had to do things that were uncomfortable, and just to get where I needed to go. I had to ask people I didn't know, not knowing if they were friendly, not knowing if they would actually help me, not knowing what to expect, but I had to ask for help from people that I didn't know to get where I needed to go. And it ended up helping. And it was uncomfortable, but it worked. And that's what this year reminded me of. That's why this year reminded me of 2005, 9th grade, whatever, 13-year-old Anika B. Smith. That's what it reminded me of, because I had to really step outside of my shell this year. I had to begin to evolve a bit more. And sometimes it's been a bit scary. Sometimes it's been a bit uncomfortable, but it forced me to grow, okay? Even, for example, being on YouTube, not knowing if I was going to be accepted, not knowing if people were actually going to watch my videos. And this is still just the beginning for me, but I've done it. I stepped outside of my comfort zone. I've been stepping outside of my comfort zone, even with the look that I decided to go for my birthday. Now, I am a makeup artist, but for some odd reason, okay, I'm just going to let y'all in. I never wear eyeshadow. The closest I'll get to putting eyeshadow on is doing my inner corner, just putting a little light golden color on my inner corner just to brighten up my eyes a bit. But I don't wear eyeshadow. I didn't before anyway, I should say, because I always had this little thing with me that I just felt like it wouldn't work. You know, eyeshadow, for some odd reason, call me odd, I don't care. But for some odd reason, I never wore eyeshadow because I didn't think it would look right on me. I didn't think that I would do it right. I just felt like my eyes was weird. I don't know. It just was a whole lot. So I never wore it. But this year, turning 26, since I had to step out of my comfort zone this year, I decided like to go bold. And if I could make an early New Year's resolution, that would be one of them. To be bolder in 2018, which is why I decided to go for, you know, a light smoky eye, a soft smoky eye, just because I didn't want to do too much. I still wanted to not be a little safe, but still do something that I'm not used to, which is a smoky eye. Like, I could have easily played it safe and then put just like a little neutral color on my lids and bam, be like, you know, I never wear eyeshadow, so I decided to put some eyeshadow on, but you can't really see it because it still look like my skin tone. No, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it big. And that's one thing that I've always lived by. That's something that I always said to myself. Whenever I'm doing something new and that's something that I never did before, I want to start out big. I don't want to start out small. So that's why I decided to go for, you know, the darkest color in my eyeshadow palette, which is black. You know, and I'm doing this all on camera. I don't know how it's going to come out, but I'm hoping it's going to come out nice. And I just really took my time and I just went for what I know. So that's just how I feel, you know. And this year, being that it's coming to a close, I can say that I've done so much that I would have never done before. And being on YouTube is definitely been a blessing, and it's been getting me out of my shell even more. Like I said about being in high school, my freshman year, I really had to just break out and learn how to be myself. I had to learn who I was. I had to figure out who I was and what I wanted and who I wanted to be in life. That's what high school is about, you know, to me. That's what it was to me. You trying to figure yourself out. You know, puberty starts. In another video that you must go and watch is my Dear Me tag. Go watch that video because I talked a lot about high school in that video, and like that video and make sure you comment. And once again, before you end this video, after you end that video, before you even start, make sure you subscribe, okay? Make sure you subscribe. That's the whole point. You gotta subscribe. But anyway, yes, high school, I feel like you got 4 years to figure out who you are. 4 years to really make it count until you are thrown out into the world of adulthood. You got 4 years. I feel like you got 2 years to still be a kid, and then you got the last 2 years to really like get yourself together, get your life together, because after 12th grade is over, that's it. You can't go back. Now you're an adult. You have to make adult decisions. You got to be responsible, you know, all those things. So turning 26, I feel like I got these last 4 years of my 20s to really make it count, to really, you know, evolve and to grow and to accomplish everything that I want to accomplish before I turn 30. And even though I know a lot of people or people that are older than me that may watch this video and be like, what, 30? Like, you still young. You still won't be young in your 30s. But how I live my life, I want every stage of my life to count. I want to accomplish things. Each year, I want to go higher. I want to do better than what I've done before. That's my whole goal. And that's why I decided to start out my next chapter, or my 26th chapter, doing this video, coming on YouTube, doing a look that is bold. And this is just the beginning of being bold. This is the beginning of the new Anika B. This is the beginning of Anika B. Smith, okay? And I am just so grateful, and I'm just so ready. Man, I'm so ready. I'm ready. And I know I'm not the only person that feels like that, because I've talked to plenty of my other peers, and I feel like it's just a thing, you know, like it's in the air. Everybody is just trying to do great things. Everybody is trying to accomplish goals, like dream goals, big goals, trying to make the most out of life, you know. And it's so beautiful. It's beautiful, and I'm just so happy for my peers. I'm so happy for my friends and my family that's out here getting it, okay? And I just do this for all of y'all, you know. Like, I'm doing this not just for me, but for everybody around me that's really trying to go big or go home, seriously. And going home ain't an option. I just really am so ready. I've never been more ready in my entire life to see what this next stage of life is going to bring, what these next 12 months is going to bring, and what's going to happen for me and for everybody around me. And God willing, next year or next December, I'll be able to look back on this year and say I did everything that I said I wanted to do. Everything that I said I would do, I did. That's my goal. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because I really enjoyed this video. I feel so much lighter. I feel like old things have passed away. Old habits, people that weren't supposed to go into this next chapter of my life. You know, God just been cleaning out. He's been cleaning the house, and He's been bringing people into my life that are meant to be here. My husband is just the best thing that ever happened to me. He's so supportive, and the growth that I see happening with him is amazing, and I am just ready. 2018, where are you? Okay, Anika B. Smith has arrived. I am here, and I ain't going nowhere. Thanks for watching.